and this is the commentary that we are looking at. And so I have went back to Genesis and picked this up for you guys who are in the Bible study. And so we are the theme for Genesis chapter 25 is Abraham marries Keturah. Abraham dies, Esau and Jacob. This is another great chapter of the Bible. It records the death of Abraham and the birth of the twins, Esau and Jacob. Now, we're only supposed to go through 18 in the Bible study, but we're going to do the whole chapter tonight to include it to Isaac and Rebekah. It gives the generations of Ishmael and also the generations of Isaac. Then there is the incident relative to the birthright. So this is a remarkable chapter, and it covers a great deal of ground. This chapter includes the account of Abraham's life, but frankly, his story ended back in chapter 23. So we probably could have ended the Bible study on 23, but we do include the first 18 verses of 25. Maybe we'll see why. We see a little bit here, just some genealogy. When he sent the servant out to get the bride for Isaac, and so Abraham marries Keturah. Then again, Abraham took a wife, verse 1, and her name was Keturah. And she bare him Zimram and Joksham and Medan and Midian and Ishbak and Shuah. Now, that's Genesis chapter 25, verses 1 and 2. Now he has quite a family. He had his biggest family after the death of Sarah. Somebody will raise the question. I thought that at the time of the birth of Isaac, Abraham was dead as far as his capability of bringing a child into the world. Granted, he was, but when God does something, he really does it. This is the reason I believe that anything God does bears his signature. Right here, we see that this man Abraham was not able to bring Isaac into the world, but he now brings in this great family of children. The interesting thing that we have before us here is the mention of Medan and Midian. The two other boys will have nations come from them also, but I can't identify them. I'm not interested in them because they do not cross our pathway in Scripture. But Midian does. We find uh, later that Moses will go down into the land of Midian and take a wife from there. Remember that the Midianites are in the line of Abraham, and so are the uh, Medanites. So we find here the fact that there are other sons of Abraham, but the Lord has said it is through Isaac that Abraham's seed is called, not through any of these other sons. It is not through Ishmael, nor through Midian, nor Medan. All of these were nomads of the desert. Chuck Smith has something to add here, if I might. Keturan, it means mother of us all in verse 1. And then in verse 2, the story is about Jesus Christ. It's not about these boys and uh, the descendants that Abraham had, other than Isaac, because Jesus is not a descendant of them. He is a descendant of Jesus Christ. History means his story. And so we are looking for his story, Jesus Christ's story, in history, or else we're not looking at history. So that's why that we don't see these people ever again. And so both of them kind of skip down to verse 5, and that ends that section, by the way. And so let's